Having a boyfriend is dead ass like having a stupid son.
So before this video gets started, I just want to say it was an absolute pleasure getting to film with Blue and Sky. I think BlueFolf is one of the most important voices in this new generation of content creators, and I was so happy to be able to feature her in a video. She's an uplifting voice for the transverse community. She's had a really funny internet presence, and I wish her the best of luck on the next chapter of her content creation journey, wherever that may be. Why don't we get to the video?
Hiya, Nutsheidi here, and I'm here with
Blue and Sky.
And today we're asking the question, are the straights okay? Are they?
And what do we mean by okay?
Do they have their shit together?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Now, obviously, we're not talking about all of the cishets in the world. Some of them, I assume, are okay. Like you. We're trying to see if they're okay with the gender roles that society gives them. And based on this subreddit, r/AreTheStraightsOK, it seems like a lot of them aren't. So what I thought we'd do is look at some of these posts and assess for ourselves.
We're going to Reddit.
We are.
Straight people are so fucking wild. Today my coworker informed me that cafes are for women and bars are for men, and her husband refuses to enter Starbucks in case they think he's gay. What's up next in incredibly unnecessary gendering?
So the bar he goes to only has guys in it? That doesn't sound very straight. Newsflash, a good portion of Starbucks workers are in fact queer.
Starbucks Bartistas are the most fruity motherfuckers. Like, at Denver this year, Bartista just had, like, furry pins all over.
That is the gay agenda. And by the way, the baristas will put hormones in your drink to make you homosexual.
Oh,
Yo, the trans drink.
I love the trans drink.
This is just, like, so misogynistic.
Yeah, there's nothing I can say about it.
And can anyone point out, like, the huge factual inaccuracy? It's just that men literally get in more car accidents.
That's true.
It's just true.
I think it's 60-40.
I would believe that, because
Yeah.
it's all that testosterone channeling to aggression and bad decisions. So
You gotta blame everything on the wife, you see.
Right, yeah. It wasn't my fault for driving like an idiot.
look at that poor wife. This is what the right wants.
Now that's what I want in the middle of the night. I mean, what?
Behave yourself.
Ooh.
Woo moment.
When your girlfriend tells you the funniest joke you've ever heard in your life, but it's your girlfriend. Okay, this is the most are the straights okay thing I've seen
Yeah.
so far. It's like you can't even laugh at your own partner's joke.
Yeah.
If a joke is funny, laugh at it. It's that simple.
I kind of feel bad because I feel like this guy doesn't have a girlfriend and he's just very envious. So
Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that this guy like posts selfies of himself shirtless at the gym and is like, "Hey ladies, want a piece of this? Look at my guns. Oh yeah, I'm so strong, yeah."
Wait, so is this one of these she goes to another school type
Oh my
guys?
God.
Yeah. 1 month she's from New York, the other month she's from France, the next month she's a hot model from Berlin. Yeah.
She's hotter than your girlfriend.
Yeah. No, my girlfriend's hotter. That happened all the time in high school. Who cares?
There are just these folks who like
What am I looking at?
they
Gender
did
reveal?
something really bad to the waterfall.
oh my god, they
they
poisoned the
put-
water supply.
Why?
Gender reveal parties are like causing worldwide problems, I swear. They're the cause of, wildfires. They're the cause of, the chemicals making the freaking frogs gay.
Yeah. I got news for these guys. EPA is gonna be coming hard on you guys. So enjoy your fines.
And our entire town doesn't have safe drinking supply, so you can
Yeah.
announce that it's a boy.
Yeah, it's a boy.
Also sucks shit, you don't have any drinking
Yeah,
water.
I got pregnant. Hopefully you forgive me.
I made the water blue. I turned the population of the blue folds. I'm
It was all
sorry.
you.
Preparing the Google Doc.
No.
This is some cis guy humor right here, okay? Our wives said if we get 10,000 likes, we can buy a new boat. Please like so we can spend less time with them.
Oh my god.
And then in the bottom it says, finally got new boat. Haven't seen our wives in weeks.
What the fuck? It's such a old guy humor.
So I'm from Florida. I was born there, and this
Florida
looks
guy.
like Florida man times 2.
And can we talk about how extremely hetero this is? I mean, two guys wanting to not be near their wives, so
I think they're in denial.
they just really like each other. They're
That's why
just
they haven't seen their
friends.
wives. They're out doing gay things, I guess.
Have you all seen when archaeologists dig up old bodies and it's like these two men cohabitated? They were really good friends. I feel like it's these guys. Also, what's people's obsession with skeletons and stuff
It's so
on Twitter?
stupid. It's like, oh, trans people, they're not gonna identify your gender in 1,000 years. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna be dead in 1,000 years.
And who in 1,000 years is gonna give a shit whether you were trans or not? Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just want to be queer Doug right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Life expectancy is what, 80-something years now?
Yeah, exactly. So be dog.
Yeah. So
You dog.
You dog.
This is not a recruitment video.
Yes, it is. It is a recruitment.
Bark,
video.
bark,
bark. Oh, it is?
Oh, you're Doug right now. Bark, bark, bark,
Bark, bark, bark,
bark, bark, bark, bark.
Hit that bell.
Hit that bell.
That's not a bell, that's my snoot.
Having a boyfriend is dead ass like having a stupid son. Having a girlfriend is like having a temperamental house cat with an online shopping addiction.
So one common theme of this subreddit is wife bad, husband bad. You know, society talks about how wonderful cishet marriage is, but then all of the humor is about how much they can't,
Stand each other.
they
Yeah.
can't stand each other.
You have like that old trope of like the old married couple like hating each other, you know, like Lois and Peter and Philly.
But we're staying together for the kids because why would we divorce?
Exactly.
Even though we hate each other's guts.
That's right. Every child needs a strong father figure and mother figure who both hate each other.
Exactly.
Right?
Future trophy wife, parental advisory, lock up your daughters, pick me up, darling, I love older chicks, future Hooters girl, and I love boobies like my daddy.
Bruh.
The cishets definitely aren't indoctrinating
No. Yeah.
their own children.
Yeah. I see stuff like this, I'm like, bro, you know?
Why?
At some point, these kids are going to grow up to be just like their fathers if they're brought into a world thinking that women are objects and not human beings.
Go watch Barbie.
Yeah, go watch Barbie. That's a good movie.
No, didn't you hear though? Barbie is gonna make your daughters into lesbians.
Oh my god.
Oh no, not the lesbians. They're taking over. So I asked an old man for financial advice, and he showed me this picture. I've been trying to understand it since. And there's an arrow pointing across the street to avoid the woman walking right in front of him.
So basically, run away from women.
Yeah, become a Redditor. Yeah, that's just don't talk to women.
Incels when they see a woman
you're-
in real life.
If you're
Oh
cishet.
my god.
When you're stressed about money and your financial burden comes to comfort you.
Could this possibly be a little bit toxic?
A little
A little
misogynistic,
bit.
yeah. It's definitely playing to the vibe of women spend a lot of money, I make money, I am a house owner. Women don't spend my money, I am man, unga unga.
I don't get TikToks like this because, like, I don't know why you want to make jokes about your financial situation with your partner. I feel like it's just toxic, you know?
It really is. It's like we're in 1950s and this is Mad Men, and it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, Grandpa being like, when I was your age, I was already married. I had 10 children. We owned 2 houses.
and they were making the equivalent of like $30 an hour, and the house is
Yeah.
probably like $50K in today's
Yeah.
money. So how does it feel to be a financial burden? This is such a bad stereotype because it's like, I don't think there's any gender bias towards like
No.
who's bad at money. It's just a like
individual, it's not
tire
gender.
trope.
Yeah, it could be anybody. It doesn't matter what gender
Yeah.
they are. But the streets like to think it's the women.
Exactly.
Yeah. The key to a successful relationship is one where both people take turns driving. I drive wherever we go, and she drives me crazy from the passenger seat while I do it.
Oh my gosh, only man can drive.
Women nag in the car. Oh my god.
Why don't you pay attention to me?
I feel like a big reason a lot of these memes are so popular. It's like the whole like toxic masculinity culture going on with like Andrew Tate, all those type of people. A lot of men feeling like alone and like depressed and stuff, and they look up to people like that because bring back the good old days or whatever, you know.
I mean, we've all seen the movies of the guys that are sitting in their big giant Ford F-150 seat with their, their giant pit vipers on, and they're gonna say, "I'm gonna talk about politics today," and then you know, as soon as they say that it's gonna be a load of crap from beginning to end.
Sadly, the anger is always misdirected. There are power structures that keep even the cishets poor and frustrated, but no, it's definitely the weird people's fault.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it would be nice to be able to talk to them in front, face to face, and be like, you're kind of blaming the wrong people here.
Yeah.
My buddies
Don't do it.
had me
Think about
over
it.
to celebrate my engagement. Oh my gosh.
Honestly, if I got free pizza, I would still marry her.
Why does the pizza in the middle look like a John Wolfe pizza? I'm sorry.
No.
Gross.
I can't unsee.
Gender reveals are pointless now. Today it's a boy, 15 years later it's a girl.
Hey, we save the environment a whole ton if everybody is subscribed.
Exactly.
That's crazy. It's almost like you just totally validated every trans person out there by saying it.
Exactly. Thank you.
Trans rights, trans rights.